Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee...
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Volunteers offense will have the opening possession of the game. Braylon Staley, he's going to get plenty of targets. In fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't have mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game and the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Turning it on, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
LSU 7, Tennessee 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grab near the marker, it's Jackson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And they've been so good at it. It's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this guy is a big, and I mean big, target. Trey'Dez Green. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it when we talk about this team. you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position group.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Durham. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Let's send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside, it's Gordon. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Looking for room, it's Gordon. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown LSU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw one first. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. And down he goes.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Durham. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Release to the back. Out wide left, it's Durham. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he
lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense. Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They give it back to him. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Turns it upfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The give to Caden Durham. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd down, here's Durham. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Matthews. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, it's Beal. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution, put a touchdown on that.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Drops back on 1st down. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Now on 1st down from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Matthews. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got him on the RPO. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Right down the middle. In traffic, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Play fake, Lewis throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Green. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Throwing, Lewis. Wilson has it over the middle. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Dodson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Gordon. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action. Holds on, it's Davis. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Berry. Nice move to keep running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll line up for a second down play. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Out wide left, it's Wilson. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for the edge. He'll keep it on 2nd down. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unleashes one. Just gets rid of that one. 2nd and long here. Hits inside. It's Morris. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Davis. And they're gonna lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Davis. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Lewis on the play action. Right side, it's Jones. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. The play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this off. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quick give. It's Jones. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Now on second down. Lewis. Extending the play. Nice move there. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Going to the run, it's Hall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sells to run, looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Out wide right, it's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Hit as he throws. Lucky to get it off. Long way to go on second down. Running inside. It's Hall. There's some room. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Throwing, Lewis. He's got the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Green. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
First and goal, LSU.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Lewis to throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Unloads in the nick of time. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Plows through the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 16 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Buckeyes, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Here's Lewis to throw. In the backfield, it's Jones. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll move the tight end. Play action with Lewis. Firing deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they don't for.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive play right here, making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback keep, and he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Lewis fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Watkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Caught. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing. Lewis. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Second down to the air. Just got rid of that one. Here on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
The give on the counter. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On the option. Keeps it himself. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Left side is Staley.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Vols! On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
LSU 43, Tennessee 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Lewis. It's dropped after taking the hit. Second and long here. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Swats it away. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. It's Lewis again. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The run inside. It's Bishop. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Matthews. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Upstairs, he's got it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Bishop. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Throwing, Lewis, keeping his eyes downfield. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll give it on the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll ride him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Davis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught over the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. Snags it, and he's open. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Lewis to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Lewis wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. Selling the fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Lewis. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Straight ahead, it's Beal. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught, it's Morris.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Throwing, Lewis. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. To the air again, Lewis. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Hits inside. It's Beal. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield. It's Staley.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lewis to throw. They're all over him. Inside the 40. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. LSU quick to the line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll run the screen.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw again. And the timing just a hair off. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Left side, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lewis from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Berry. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Turns up, it's Matthews. Nice move there. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Quick give. It's Morris. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The fake and wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he gets it away. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Has to throw it away on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd and long here. Pulls it on the option. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarmed to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside, it's Berry. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.